Well, there we go. It is time now to get started. It is day 2 of the Kings World Cup Nations here at the Vismara Sports Centre in Milan. We've just had the renditions of the Hino Nacional Brasileiro for Brazil and Ae Gukka, the South Korean national anthem here. It sets the day perfectly in motion. Two teams who are excellent. Brazil, one of the big team favourites, and no surprise, Tommy, that it is Brazil who are over 60% favourites to win the match. Yeah, no surprise at all. They've come here to win. They've been prepping and training really hard for it. Just going back, so another thing I really love about the Kings is the anthems. And I love the Brazilian national anthem. We had the Italian one yesterday, another one I really like, and we've got the German one later today, which reminds me of the Ferrari years and Michael Schumacher. But anyway, I digress. Let's focus back to the action on the pitch. Unsurprised, also at home as well via Twitch. Plenty also saying what you're saying, Brazil to win it, and we expect Brazil to not do what we saw the others' favourites do, like Mexico and Spain, trip up, but make a flying start. A flying start is what is expected from Brazil. They'll have watched on as well yesterday, Tommy, when they were looking at things which were like Spain, one of the favourites losing, Mexico, who were favourites to win, as both coaches picked their secret card. No secret card so far has been played in the first half. It's all been second half. Both president penalties as often second half as well. Tommy, the Brazilian lineup at number 9, Kelvin Oliveira. We'll be having our eyes closely all peeled on him today. Glued on him. Thank you very much. Just losing my wording there because of just the tension I'm feeling as well, you see. So hopefully the players out there don't have any slip-ups like I've had already, a couple already, when it comes to mispronouncing my words, excuse me, I beg your pardon. And that was the Korea side, and we're excited to see them in action as well. And I think also being underdogs, so I can also go in your favour. You don't have that big pressure that comes with being one of the big nations, which is expected to win and make such a positive start. We saw the secret cards. We'll see what can play in that place as we go through the course of the match. First players out here for Brazil, number 11, Leleti, and for South Korea, number 6, Dong Cheol. The countdown, the first of the day, it's on here. Day 2 of the Kings World Cup Nations. Get ready. Brazil against South Korea. Red light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light. Lights out, off we go. Ball drops. Did it go back though? No. Well, there you have it. So that will mean possession straight to South Korea. And for those who are joining us for the first time, a reminder, with each minute another player comes onto the pitch. In this first minute, keepers cannot come out of their area. So it's this one-on-one in terms of outfield players anyway. Kim Dong-cheol trying to carry this one past Leleti. Do you think he's got it in him, Tommy? Do you think he can get past him? I do. Certainly can there. That's a good recovery, though, as well. Trying to close him down quickly, though, Leleti, and he did. A little bit of a tuggy going on there. Snapping away there. Right at his heels, he goes for a long-range strike. It was worth a go, why not? Ambitious. It was ambitious from an almost impossible angle out there also, and the keeper was, well placed on his line as well. We're now counting down the introduction of the next player for each side, and maybe Brazil can get a goal just here. Leleti goes. He didn't wait, Leleti. We've seen teams usually wait for their partner to come onto the pitch. Nothing doing. And now, Brazil once again. Brazil. Almost. Brazil with 2 shots. And is it me? Have they both got the same hairstyles? Or is it just me? I've only just put my contacts in recently, so I may not be able to see as well as you, Si, but they've got similar hairstyles to Brazilian players. I like that from the South Korean goalkeeper. Very direct. South Korea using the weapons at their disposal, their physicality. Now Leleti once again, the step over surely. Leleti going. Good block. Block indeed. Really doing well there with that block. With Brazil, I wanted to see them though with the white socks, which is their traditional national team colours. They've got the yellow, but they do have the blue shorts, which is nice to see. That is an iconic national team jersey, that one of Brazil, the Verde Oro.
And they're in possession. They'll just wait here and wait for the introduction of another player as we now go to 4v4. Still plenty of space. Haven't seen the keepers come out yet either side. That's interesting.
And we're still waiting for Kelvin Oliveira to come onto the pitch. Here's Vaz with a first strike. Well, he was brought in immediately, wasn't he?
It wasn't far wide at all.
Action, yeah.
And we saw earlier in the match.
You can see, obviously, for anyone who's been watching Calcit or futsal or however you want to call it,
Yeah.
Brazil have got so much quality over the years. You remember those Jogo Bonito adverts with Ronaldinho? They were so good, weren't they?
And going in further back in time, before the 98 World Cup, there was a wonderful advert. The Brazil team were going through an international airport, but again, that was for a rival partner we won't mention.
Here's Lee, trying to cause a bit of problems.
Have a go, have a go. He had a go, he heard me, he listened to me.
I like your call there.
Yeah.
That's something we saw yesterday, wasn't it, Tommy? That we didn't see too many teams trying shots from distance. Italy were guilty of that, and eventually Italy were unable to score. Brazil, and there's your main man who's just come on. First touch for Kelvin Oliveira now.
Yeah.
This, of course, in the first 5 minutes, if you're new to Kings League, they tend to have a slow start going at each other. But when that guy is able to get you 1v1, he is lethal. And he wears the captain's armband for Brazil. Our Spanish colleagues, once again, who follow Kings League inside out, who know the league, as Kelvin Oliveira steals the ball here. Little flick.
He's still there free. Lovely give and go, that.
Oh, the movement here,
That's
free kick, surely.
Clearly a foul. Cards look, there's a stand up. And that's one thing yesterday we saw, so it was interesting. The referees like to let the game flow. They're quick to obviously stop play when there's a foul like that, but they also want to try and give the advantage. They try to keep their cards in their pocket as well. We did see a red card yesterday in Japan, Italy. Oh, this is a good opportunity, and you think of Brazil, you think of their free kick takers, Ronaldinho, Kaká down through the years. Juninho, remember him? Played in Ligue 1.
Played for Olympique Lyon.
Well, there you go, yeah.
Record holder of direct free kicks in the French league. There you go.
Stat!
Yeah, a little bit of
Stat
trivia
attack.
to get us after.
Stat attack.
It's not going to be Oliveira. It is going to be number 10,
Vaz, yeah.
Andreas Vaz.
Yeah. Oliveira's all standing over it, though. Can't rule him out.
Oh, lovely!
How
Deserved a goal.
Yep. Yeah. And you can see the
See the reaction there from Shin.
and from Gaules as well.
Brazil starting to take over here. The trickery of the Brazilians a little bit too much for South Korea at the start of this game, as we are going to be heading on 7v7. Oliveira, that's a lovely ball through, and it's the goalkeeper who has to come and save. Wave after wave of attacks. Here's Leletti. Leletti, brilliant. Did it stay in?
It did.
Oliveira, no. Decision is a goal kick.
It was tight, though. It really was tight. But we're seeing Brazil, we're seeing here that they've learned perhaps from their rivals yesterday.
Look at the face of the Korean president.
First hurdle, yep.
He's not
Very
happy, is he?
concerned. Very concerned.
His team haven't been past the midway line since it was 1v1. That's going to be a free kick given against the South Koreans. I wonder from a tactical point of view, if, you know that Brazil is so good, whether you kind of just think, okay, we'll do our best in this game, but let's mark it as a loss just in case and really focus on game 2. I suppose you can't really go into it with a losing
No, you have to always go for a winning mentality. When you think of the figures associated with the Kings League, Ibrahimovic, Marquinhos, of course, Gerard Piqué, all winners. We've also been told that Park Ji-sung is inside the ground as well as the shot comes in.
Oh, what a save! Superb! And South Korea maybe can counter, no. But at least they've made it past the halfway line.
That is the one positive, but that should have been 1-0. That should have been 1-0. That really should have been the opening goal.
Yeah, but Bum Young Lee, Tommy, that is so good. I mean, he readjusts his feet so quickly, dives on the line. Here at Brazil again. It's another chance. And it's saved by Bum Young Lee.
Luis de Souza da Cruz really should have scored there. I just think he tried to place it and just put it beyond the keeper. He just had to go for power there, really. And here he is at the other end, just lets it run. all smiles from the Brazil president right now, obviously, in terms of the way his side is playing, the chances, but they've got to have that cutting edge.
Just wide, just wide. Another chance for Brazil, but I have to say, we've been 7 minutes 15 into this game, and Brazil by far have been the most impressive team that we've seen in day one and day two. It's been full throttle, and how they haven't scored is beyond me.
We just sense, though, that it will come. They're knocking on the door. Was that handball? Well, it will be checked. It's going to be checked.
It's been lost here, and it's a chance for South Korea. No. It's a big mistake there. There was a chance to pass the ball a little bit more easily.
Yeah. You feel they say Brazil do get that first goal, the floodgates will open up.
Yeah. Here's Andreas Vaz. Oliveira. Moving it around Brazil nicely. South Korea, they're defending undone, and it's another good save from the captain, the main man.
Now they can
and this
counter.
Is good. Yeah, Shin. Brazil getting back in numbers. Shin just keeps the ball. Yeah, just calm it down, son.
Well,
calm it down.
Well, that's nice. Little pocket of space, but hit out the side. Yesterday we saw a great performance from the USA keeper, Pollo Cortes, Eduardo.
What a great name,
what an awesome name. Very envious indeed. Can I change my nickname from Tolo to Pollo? That'd be much nicer. But anyway, we saw an incredible performance from him. This could be similar today from the South Korea keeper. So far, he's on track to replicate what we saw from the USA keeper.
I have to contradict you there. I'd say so far, I think he's on a course to
better?
even better here.
Wow.
Because Pollo made a lot of saves, but more towards the end of the game as Mexico were pushing.
Yep.
Here, he's had 5 unbelievable saves already.
Yeah, and we've not even had the first 10 minutes.
Oh.
No. I'm happy.
As much as I dislike contradicting you.
Oh, no, don't you worry about it. It's all about our discussion and chats. That's the whole point. It's the beauty of the Kings League. One had different opinions. And in fact, again, from home, if you did follow yesterday, who do you think performed better, the USA keeper or South Korean keeper? It still is early days, though.
Yeah, and for anyone listening to us, you know, make sure you get in contact with the team, you know, the social media team, Instagram, Twitch, we're all there. Make sure that you send in your thoughts, post your videos of perhaps where you're watching Kings League, if it's on the sofa, if it's on the beach, who knows where you are, but let us know, it'd be great.
Can you imagine Copacabana Beach right now? People watching Brazil in action in the Kings League. Ooh, very nice.
But Korea, coming back to the game, doing really well still.
The action, because it has been an enthralling game. Brazil just missing that goal, just lacking in that final third, that little precision when it comes to the final pass, the shots.
And there's a little bit of a trend installing itself here, you've got to say, because Argentina were not as good, shall we say, against Spain, but defended much better. It was the same for USA, Mexico, and USA won the game. It was the same with Japan and Italy, and Japan won the game. So defenses have been better than attacks.
And to some extent, Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia as well. Saudi Arabia also very dominant in that game, but ended up losing thanks to that golden goal.
Oh, this is beauty, though, from Brazil.
Still there, still there.
Offside.
And the whistle going, and the referees also coming to the rescue for South Korea. And you mentioned Park Ji-sung. You remember him from the noughties with Manchester United. What a player, what a signing by Alex Ferguson. What an impact he had. Champions League winner, Premier League serial winner. And he's in the venue tonight.
I remember against Milan, speaking of Wismar and Milan, he had the role of just man-marking Andrea Pirlo for the entire game. Alex Ferguson said to him, don't care about the ball, you just watch Pirlo.
Well, how many down years have
I wish we had someone like that in the Man United team now.
Right now, yeah, it's not so good for the current Manchester United
Wouldn't mind
generation.
Gerard Piqué as well.
He was actually once with Manchester United, wasn't he? For going back to Barcelona, as the shot comes in, and once again,
I mean, can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Well, we've got a front row seat as well, so makes it even better.
We're very privileged, being right close to the action. Here's Oliveira. A little bit of trickery perhaps from him. Might have been offside. No.
Straight into the side net in there. I think the whistle did, in the end, go side. Did stray into the offside position. And he's wearing the captain's armband, the South Korea keeper. And he really is giving a captain's performance.
Here's South Korea, who are still unable to test the Brazilian goalkeeper in any given way.
He's been reduced really to a mere spectator in between the sticks. Really enjoying the show at the other end, just like the rest of us here. What a role to be the Brazil keeper right now. One of the best seats in the house.
Brazil again here, looking dangerous, and it's held onto by Bum Young Lee.
That was more for the cameras, that save. But still, I just wanted to be extra certain of it as he knows it right out.
Here's Oliveira, away. And by his standards, Tommy, you're thinking he needs to do better there.
Yeah, he did all the hard part, just put himself into that shooting position. That number 9 jersey, which is traditionally the top scorer, the most potent man up top.
Yeah, but the pressure's starting to get to South Korea now because they're really unable to get out of their own half. In my view, that was a little harsh, that foul. I like it to be nice and physical and rugged.
Oh, we know. No, you don't like it when you see any form of simulation across the game. But the referees are also quick to clamp down on anything like that, but they want the game to flow as well, as we said. This is promising, very promising. Neatly done down that left-hand side. Back with Oliveira, who's made a little dart into the box. Keep an eye on him.
Maybe a chance here for Brazil. A lot of flicks and tricks, but still no way past this South Korean defense.
They have had a little dip, I would say, Brazil, with that storming start. Can they pick things up again as we go towards the 14-minute mark?
Yeah, they lost the ball here, South Korea. But Brazil swarming like bees to win back the ball.
And they are wearing the yellow, so they are very much like the Aussie bees.
Here we go, Brazil again. Here's Wellington, off the post once more. That's twice the woodwork has denied Brazil. South Korea hanging on by an absolute thread, and it's a very thin thread.
Very thin indeed. They are hanging on. Will it be ripped apart shortly? That was the frame of the goal, then coming to the rescue for South Korea. And you can see a number of shots as well, 12-2. Side gives you a real indication of the dominance of the Verde Oro as they try again, but they're met by another bit of resistance by South Korea.
Imagine if South Korea can do it here. That's a good tackle.
You said you like the crunching challenge, side. They've been listening into you.
That's what you got to do.
Not once, but twice in quick succession.
And a reminder that the final will be played at the Allianz Stadium in Turin, Torino, Italy. And this is largely due to the support of the Regione Piemonte, the Comune di Torino, Città Metropolitana di Torino, the Fondazione per la Cultura di Torino, and IREN as well. Massive thank you to all the sponsors, all the people who are making it possible for this Kings World Cup Nations event to be held here in Italy for the first ever, we say it again, Thomas, inaugural, historic ever Kings World Cup Nations.
And we are here, we are a part of it. It all starting here in Vismara, in Milan, home to the AC Milan Academy, the AC Milan youth sector. We mentioned, so just think of the talents, the players that have come through here and risen through the ranks before going on to break into the Milan first team. But let's focus back to Brazil, and there's been plenty of Brazilian players who have donned the Milan colours down through the years, including Ronaldo, also, of course, is best known for his time with Inter. But Kaká, another one that comes to mind. Cafu, again, the list is in. I could just keep rattling off names all afternoon.
Leletti, who's been a real live wire. Shin has to do a little bit better there. I know it's easy for us up here, but he holds his hand up in apology.
It's easy for us, yeah, with our popcorn and snacks in the stands.
Here's Choco.
You know I like my snacks.
Now the strike, blocked by his own player, Leletti. And this is where Korea need to get it right now. Good pass, have a shot, go on, test.
They've got to have it, just even from distance, they've got to get a shot away, try and work the keeper.
Yeah, why not? It's fine. Recycle the ball. Obviously not supporting South Korea. If you're Brazilian and you're having that doubt in your mind.
Absolutely not. We
But you
support
have to
Kings
say
League
that-
football. That's what we want. We want
Yeah.
goals. That's what we want. We want action, we want drama. And talking of drama, we're approaching the 18-minute mark. And for those who are unaware, that's when we have the roll of the dice. And things can change. We'll talk about that shortly. As a shot comes in, it trickles through, and it's simple for the Brazil keeper, wasting no time and just rolling it out. Can Brazil get one last attack then before this first break in play? And we reach the 18-minute mark when the roll of dice could change things, shake things up. Who knows, we'll have a one-on-one as the shot comes in from Oliveira. Still a little over 20 seconds to go. Can the Verde Oro at least work the keeper one more time? Might as well just have a shot here, go for it.
Oliveira, that's where he's so creative. That's where people want to see him thrive. A little bit of a Cruyffy flick there. You wouldn't mind seeing Johan Cruyff play football here, would you?
Oh, the great late Johan Cruyff would have ripped it up here, but we now go, Si, to our roll of the dice, our energy break, energized by Red Bull. We have Spurs, who's one of the presidents of Spain, to roll the dice, and let's see what comes out, Si.
Oh, it's the Red Bull sign. It's a really, really
Yeah,
interesting
this is a
roll.
nice one. We like this one, don't we, Si?
Good one, this.
It is the one-on-one, but with keepers.
goleiro, goleiro, jogador, é o que nós
Also
jogamos no
the
Brasil,
one-on-one
porra.
yesterday with keepers, also one-on-one without keepers. This one with the goalkeeper, so now the coaches have to make up their minds who's going to start. And we'll also see a bit of tactics come here, Si, don't we, in terms of perhaps a player starting who's fastest, who can get to the ball quickest, and then coming off. But we'll see what happens. I'm getting, as always, far too excited and ahead of myself.
I've been told that Jason Park is in the building, and if he is, I need a picture and an autograph with that man. Someone from production, please bring me Jason Park as a lifelong Manchester United supporter. Here we go, though. Last 2 minutes.
And now, so I stay focused on this career team and the Brazil squad, and later we'll try and make your dream come true. I know he's a very nice guy and always got a moment for the supporters, and we're going to start possession here with the goal kick for Korea.
Yeah, that was disappointing, really, because Korea had a free run on goal,
Yeah.
but the ball had initially just gone forward by Leletti. He's done that twice already. That's what happened at kickoff. But you just feel that there's something lacking for the South Koreans here in the 1v1 situation. In fact, the Brazilians were really happy. The Brazilian president, Gaules, and Chris Guedes, who are side by side with us, they were so happy when they saw the result of the Red Bull Energize roll of the dice, because they know that Brazil in the 1v1 situation are going to be stronger. In fact, there's a smile there from Shin. That's really lovely to see. He knows. And Leletti, no smiles yet, but just waiting calmly.
Calling now for the keeper
Yeah.
to come up as well and try and get involved, although he's very,
Doesn't want to.
very
No.
capable when it comes to keeping goals out. I don't know about at the other end of the pitch.
Oh, this is an opportunity here.
Recovered really well, though.
But he had to shoot, surely. There is the shot.
Yeah, they have been really shot shy, the South Koreans.
Look who's coming on, Tommy.
This is the moment.
Chips are stacked against you. Look who is coming
Now,
on.
for me, he's going to score here.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of confidence in one-on-one situation. Just needs to get that half a yard. I'm banking on him to score here.
Oliveira. Denied. Denied with a capital D. by
Negado,
Bum Young Lee.
negado, denied. Still time, though. I think he can get the goal in. I am confident.
Just a reminder as well, which is what Tommy was saying earlier, with Shin asking for the support of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper in this situation not allowed to leave his box, by the way. Oliveira not happy that the first half has come to an end. The first half, which has been dominated by Brazil, but where the star player has been none other than Bum Young Lee, the South Korean goalkeeper. Tommy, talk us through his saves.
Yeah, outstanding saves in this match as we just try and glean and listen into the halftime team talks.
Have a listen here and see what everyone's saying.
이제 우리 카드가 스타 플레이어야. 그래서 우리 무조건 형 찍을 거야. 형이 18분 동안 형이 넣으면 두 골이야. 현성이 형이 해주면 되고 그다음에 경현이가 같이 투톱으로 들어가. 지금 좋은데 딴 거 하나는 범영 형이 너무 많이 막아주잖아. 근데 그 세컨볼 지타구리 안 하면 먹는다고. 아 이보다 어떻게 더 해줘. 이보다 어떻게 더 해줘. 그러니까 우리 세컨볼 집중해 주자고 좀만 더. 그리고 아까 경현이도 그렇고 정근이도 그렇고.
Os caras tá correndo, tá dando toda hora 3-2. Galera, é uma identificação que os caras saem. Saiu, é hora de fazer. Vamos lá,
Vamos fazer o que a gente treinou, gente. Teve uma hora que o Kelvin veio aqui, o cara veio junto, entrou
Exato,
sozinho.
Entra sozinho, o Andres entrou duas sozinho. Não precisa ficar forçando a bola e batendo no pivô como a gente estava fazendo.
A nossa atenção é, quando a gente vê eles saírem disso, é algum espaço que a gente achou. Se eles saírem pra cá, se eles vão sair pra frente, é a hora.
Vamos manter tentando criar e calma.
Com calma, fica mais com a bola no pé. Vai dar
I don't know
bom, tá
about
tudo certo.
Portuguese. Can you glean anything from that, or maybe your Korean as well? I don't know if you could glean anything, but I think if you're Brazil, a case of more of the same, just be more potent in the final third. We're all gonna have a secret card. That's a real twist in the plot.
I like this. This is good. Good strategy from Brazil to try and shake things up nice and early. They're going to have one play and then secret card.
Yeah. Also sad because yesterday we saw teams being quite conservative when it came to the secret cards and
The
playing.
USA almost wasted there.
Yeah.
Luckily, they had a penalty.
They were very fortunate. It was really in the nick of time, and it was decisive, though. It just put them out of sight ahead of Mexico.
Secret card immediately
And a president
responded
penalty as
by
well.
a president penalty from South Korea. And for all of Brazil's domination here, we're going to have a first twist. Let's see what happens. So the secret card is what was picked first. And we head over to the sidelines. Referee.
Do you have any preferences right now? What you'd like to see as a neutral, of course? So maybe a
I'd like a player suspension.
fair play. Let's see what it is. Oh, a star player. Now, basically, for those who are new to the Kings League, someone will now be designated the star player, and should he score, is it the number 9, the star player?
Nine,
It
no
is the number
surprise.
9.
Are you
No
surprised?
No
I'm not
surprises
surprised.
at all. And his goals would be worth double, but of course, he's got to find the back of the net first. So he is the designated star player, hence the reason for that green armband that he's wearing now. So he's now got the captain's armour, 2 armbands. I've not seen that before in football, but Kings League just keeps on surprising. So Brazil have drawn their secret card, and we'll see what happens now in the following minutes.
penalty president. Where is the president?
Penalty presidents as well,
Okay, the
played
ball, the
by
ball, the ball.
South Korea.
That's another great thing about the Kings League side.
And I really like the gamesmanship here from South Korea. The president's getting ready to our right, I believe he is. The South Korean president. I could see him wearing a lovely Adidas jersey.
It's Gamps to take the presidential penalty. Now, yesterday we saw it was a bit hit and miss, let's put it that way, yesterday, when it came to the presidential penalty.
Ah, no, he's on to our left. There he is.
There he is.
Oh, he's put on the jersey.
I love
He's
it.
loving life.
Oh, real confidence here
Oh,
with the ball,
yeah.
real swagger.
That's a strut, that
Well,
is.
oh, and a look
Ooh.
up to the skies
Little
as
kiss
well.
as well, kiss the finger.
Yeah. But he's not, has he got
How do you
boots
say
on?
come on in Korean?
I can say it
Oh,
in.
there was a shake of the hand, but it was pretty cold. I like that attitude here.
Here we go.
It's a big moment for the Brazilian goalkeeper, Josildo Barata, who's had absolutely nothing to do. Is he going to save the penalty? Gamesmanship or no gamesmanship? It's the president, but it's saved.
Can't get on the rebound, he went for it. So, as you said, Si, it is saved, and it remains deadlocked.
Gaules is right next to me. He's shaking his fist. He's loving life. The Brazilian president there, Chris Guedes, alongside him. Super happy. That's one trump card that has been wasted here by the South Koreans. You have to say, I'm not sure it was a very confidently taken penalty.
But he stepped up to the pitch, though, Si, of real confidence, really looking like he was going to strike it well and get the goal. It looks like
Secret
South
card,
Korea,
yep.
are going to look to their secret card after missing that
George?
president penalty.
Are you okay? Okay.
And we'll have that shortly. In the meantime, we're playing on. Yesterday we saw some real hit-and-miss penalty sides, some really cracking ones taken, but also some disappointing ones that will be going in the disappointing collection.
Here's the man. Oliveira lays it off. Well closed down. Really good defending that. Really, really good. There's Vaz. Just trips over the ball. You can easily do your ankle like that.
Yep. Although you saw it is quite soft as well, this playing surface.
It is.
Well, less said about that, the better. That's nearly
Yeah.
as bad as me on a 7-a-side pitch. Nearly. I would have probably hit it even
It
higher.
wouldn't be too bad on a rugby pitch, that one.
On the rugby pitch, if it was just to the left above the goal bar, then yeah, it would have been perfect. Now, more drama. Secret card. Again, Si.
What are we saying?
Well, I wouldn't mind a shootout. I love the shootout. I know you like the suspension when you can take away a player from the opposition.
player
Oh,
number
star
18.
player.
Exactly. Same one.
18.
So both players have a star player. Let's see who South Korea pick. Who will be there?
18.
Who will be their star player? The green armband is coming on.
Hyun-Sung Kim, number 18, their forward, Hyun-Sung Kim.
So,
But in many ways, if you look at how the game's been going so
Yeah.
far, it's not
Yeah.
exactly the best one for South Korea because they're barely shooting.
yeah.
You know, you can understand Oliveira
Yeah,
from Brazil.
yeah, completely agree. That's the thing about the secret card. You don't know it is secret until you open it up, and then you have to make a decision quickly.
Well, why not here? Here's Davi, closed down. A little bit better from South Korea in the second half. Maybe they just wanted to tire Brazil out a little bit.
Yeah. But for Brazil, this is a positive situation because they still have their president penalty, so they can play that card, and that could put them ahead, and that could end up being decisive over the course of this match. There's still a long way to go before the 38-minute
Oh, that's a
mark,
glorious
though.
ball. Good goalkeeping. They have the president penalty, but would you fancy taking on Bum Young Lee the way he's been playing?
That's a good point. I would go low, though, seeing he's a very tall figure. I'll try and keep it low and make it difficult for him to get down. But we'll wait and see what Gaunas has in store later on. He'll be plotting, and he will be worried, though, seeing what he's seen so far from South Korea and their man in between the sticks.
Yeah, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he did well. He actually converted each single one that he took.
Korea continuing to move the ball around nicely.
Given away, though. This could be it for Brazil. This might be the moment.
Oh, caught right
Yellow,
on the edge of the
yellow.
box. 2-minute suspension here.
Exactly. Has to go into the so-called sin bin for 2 minutes before he's allowed back onto the pitch. So now South Korea, a man light. It is now 7 against 6.
20 yellow card.
Yellow card confirmation there you can hear.
Come here.
Referees for
I
the
give
Kings
2
League speak
minutes. I give yellow
multiple
card. You have to go
languages. They
there.
can communicate with all the different teams from
Number
all
20.
over the world.
20 minutes. I whistle. I whistle.
Confirmation that there was yellow card there.
Yeah.
It'll be a 2-minute suspension. Much like you see in rugby, once again there.
Yeah.
You depart the field, but you are allowed to come back on. If you receive a red card, you leave definitely. But after 5 minutes, another player can come on in your place. We saw that yesterday with Japan, though it was late on in the game. And here is the man. It's blocked, really. Sublime.
It would have been worth double. A reminder, it would have taken Brazil into a 2-0 lead. And as South Korea now make a change, trying to keep things fresh and some fresh legs on to brace themselves here. This must be Brazil's moment, surely, with the man advantage.
They've got to feed the ball to Oliveira, though. They really do.
They'll be looking. Hence the reason they brought him involved in that into that free kick, and he's just lurking to the right there of the Brazil number 10. Here he is, Oliveira.
Still waiting for Brazil to try and get a shot away here. Let's go. The Seleção, Oliveira into the side netting.
Yeah.
Corner.
Keep up the pressure, though, Brazil. Kelvin, number 9. He has on the back of his jersey.
Saudi Arabia did well from corners yesterday.
You see, it's a weapon, Si. It's a way to get that opening goal.
Need to get a shot away, though. It's what we've said time and time again. If you don't shoot, you're going to struggle. South Korea defending well. Oliveira. Great ball, surely it is! Piece of magic, Brazilian magic. And the dancing men in yellow are off to their first goal of the tournament, and I'm sure that it won't be the last.
Jefinho just capping off a wonderful team move for Brazil. Poetry in motion. It's been a long time coming. Brazil kept trying to look through the number 9 and the Oliveira route. In the end, they settled for their number 12, Jefinho, with their first goal, and as you said, it's not going to be last, and it could well be first of many in this second period. The floodgates could now open up.
We've said it time and time again, it's defences that have had the upper hand, but when there is a chink in the armour, that is when you struggle. South Korea have that suspension, and immediately Brazil took advantage.
Yeah, they made full use of it, although now it is back to 7v7, and Brazil, of course, still have their secret card in use. Can, though, they capitalise and get Kelvin on the score sheet, possibly make it game, set and match, and give them a 3-goal cushion, seeing South Korea offered very little in the final third. They have been, in that sense, quite disappointing, even though defensively they've worked really hard as a great unit and frustrating Brazil, but Brazil finally getting that opening goal.
Might be another shooting opportunity here for the Seleção. Trying to go around.
Yeah, I'm really a big fan of Vass, like the way he plays.
Yeah. Oh, no one expected that one. You can just tell he's got that X factor, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Kelvin Oliveira.
Yeah.
The direct route.
Real physical presence as well up top.
Korea.
Real physical presence as well, not just positive when it comes to the way he plays with his feet as well.
Bao on the ball. Rather, Lipao.
Nice drop of the shoulder, checking inside.
That was a risky tackle, and
there
it's
it
put
is!
away by your main man. It's going to be 2 for Kelvin Oliveira. Brazil take a 3-0 lead because he's the star player, and if he's the star player, you get your double goal.
Now full marks to everybody in the Brazil team, the backroom staff as well, because they're the ones that make that call for the star player, whose goal will be worth 2, worth double. They went for their top man, their number 9 sliding in. The perseverance has paid off, and with that, you really feel that is Brazil out of sight now. And with that, though, the armband will go off as he trudges across there and just asks for a little bit of assistance. And that's the beauty thing and the beautiful thing about the Kings League. You've got this strategic side of it as well, not just the entertainment, the technical side, but it's strategy as well. It is a game, it's a competitive game, and they all want to win.
For the first time, we're seeing Brazil just sitting back a little bit now.
They can afford to do that, though. They can protect their advantage.
Still got their president penalty as well.
True.
As we have
good point,
just under 12 minutes left to play in
South
game
Korea
1.
do still have their star player, but as we've said, you've got to get forward, you've got to put yourself in the shooting position, scoring position. They haven't done enough of that.
He's in the middle. Here he is. Oh, that's gorgeous! They're straight back into the game. And I've got Tommy, that's my best goal so far. The control, the dexterity, the flexibility for such a big man. That was, dare I say it, Zlatan-esque.
Well, I think Zlatan himself would accept that. We know he's a proud man. We know he thinks and he knows he's the number 1. But Kim Hyun-sung has done something that even Ibrakadabra would be proud of himself, as he now, quite rightly, gives the armband back, because once you've scored, the power, one could say, of those goals worth doubles is vanished. But just when we were talking, or rather I was talking about Brazil being out of sight, South Korea straight back in it, and it's 3-2 again, it's game on again, and now this present penalty becomes an interesting one.
Yeah, it might be one of those cards for the for the Brazilians rather, to play sooner rather than later to re-establish a healthier cushion, shall we put it. From a Brazilian point of view, you have to say, you know, you've been attacking, and something so simple like a ball splits the 2 centre-backs. Not great, not great.
No, absolutely. And Brazil, we know tradition. We've always talked about their samba style and their futsal style, their skills, they're tricky, but also defensively down through the years. They've had some real colossus players. So we also want to thank another one of our sponsors now in the form of Air Asia Move. As we just see this here from the Brazil keeper rushing off his line. Air Asia Move, your favourite travel companion across Southeast Asia. Explore flights, hotels and activities all in one app. So thank you very much to them. And why not check out South Korea with Air Asia? Why not, Si?
Might have to get a booking doing myself. The Brazilians there, I think, have got themselves a corner. Yes. Are you a big fan of Southeast Asia?
Si, I wish I could say I've had the privilege of travelling that far. No, I must admit.
We're good friends, and yet I discover things about you every
I haven't
day.
clocked up the amount of air miles as yourself. I wish I could, and I hope in the future.
Good strike and another good save. Bum Young Lee has been huge, but that's a ball given away. Still a chance. Good block.
Might be a penalty.
Ah, not enough, surely.
For the time being, we're playing on. We'll have a check, though, of course.
This is the problem of los ingles, as the Spanish would say, is we're used to more physical football, aren't we? So
it's true, but
you'd never go down like that in the park on a Sunday morning.
No, absolutely not. Not when it comes to the Sunday League, that's for sure.
Another chance, though. No, it's a shot that's a long way away.
Yeah,
but
that was ambitious. It was blocked there.
But if Brazil can just put on their shooting boots a little bit better going forwards, they'll be scoring goals for absolute fun.
Yeah, you also remember this is their first game as well. They're needing to settle in, get used to their surroundings and stuff. So it's normal that we see these sort of nations that we've been really hyping up and talking up as favourites, perhaps having slow-ish starts, but they've certainly not been sluggish, that's for sure.
Choco trying to keep the ball here. Different player to the kind of quick players we've seen from Brazil, much more of a traditional centre forward, a little bit like Adriano back in the day, you know, has the muscle, but he's still very quick.
Yep, that's a fair comparison indeed, a very positive one, and something he'll be very pleased to hear, that's for sure. The Emperor himself, he wouldn't look out of place here in Kings League either. His physicality and his skills, and that left boot of his, which was a...
If I was Mike on
powerful
here,
one.
I'd love a ping there. Just go, no.
They've got a bit of space, a chance to run at the South Korea defence here. Defending really deep, South Korea, just happy to invite them forward. I think South Korea were happy to take it to the 38th minute side and leave it at 3-2. But we've still got that President penalty from Brazil. We're trying to see if there's a bit of activity in the area where the President penalty taker Gauss is currently sitting and standing, rather, because of the tension.
This is an opportunity here for Brazil on the counter-attack. It's not taken. Their shooting needs to improve a little bit there. Leletti, not for the first time, having a chance.
Yeah. It's been a bit of constant theme of this match. Can count on one hand the amount of time South Korea have been in the Brazil half.
Numbers forwards here for Brazil. Ball across, and it's put away by Leletti. I thought just for a moment that Bum Young Lee had come up with another remarkable save, but no, here we are. It's the dance, it's the flavour of Brazil.
It is their samba dance, but they're letting their football, first of all, do the talking. And after missing a couple of really good opportunities, if at first you don't succeed, try again. That Brazilian pride. And they've now got a 2-goal cushion.
Which could go into a 3-goal cushion once the President penalty comes into play. Gaules was warming up before, he took a couple. Korea are going to have to find a way to score because they want to go into the last 2 minutes at least with the opportunity to equalise if they are not level at the moment.
Yeah, now it's very much momentum, and the tide is now back with Brazil. That 2-goal cushion. President penalty to take, and they might get another one here.
Wellington. Keeps moving round. There's the little dink. Headed away.
One back.
Ian's solid, but being dispossessed in the key moments here. Oliveira looks like he might come on in a few minutes once again to re-establish a little bit of order. Brazil threatening. Another goal would do them a world of good, Brazil. And we're banking on the assumption here that Gaules converts
it, yeah. There's no guarantee, as we've seen.
Oh, this is dangerous here. South Korea, can they do something? They found one of their best players in KH. Good pass. Slightly too far ahead of his teammate.
Just slightly ahead. You know, so whatever happens, though, we have witnessed a bit of Kings League history today. It's the first time that both teams have scored with a star player.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Your knowledge impresses me time and time again.
Well, I have to have something positive about me, so I've got to bring something to the table. Stats and facts, that's me.
I'm a stats man.
I like it.
Here we go. Still Brazil, moving it.
Be-ba-da-ba-da-bo.
Oh, what a tune. Wellington. Lucky that.
I don't want to be too quick again, though, in saying, you know, Brazil now on course or whatever, because that's what we said a few moments ago, and then Korea got that goal. But we are getting close to the 38th minute, and now they have called, just in the nick of time, their president penalty.
It's going to be now the president penalty, and we are getting ready. I can see Gaules just kicking out his legs there. I'm not quite sure if that's really going to warm up the Brazilian president. He's sharing a hug with Chris Guedes.
Little, what is it, a good luck charm?
Yeah.
Little, is it a donkey, would you say? Little,
It looks
sure.
like a donkey, yes.
yeah, some kind of good luck charm. I don't know if we'll take it out onto the pitch or not, or he just holds on to it. We know the South Americans and Brazilians can be quite superstitious. He's taking it out onto the pitch with him.
Oh, the Brazilian fans in the corner there. Giving Gaules really a warm round of applause. Every single Brazilian player coming over to their president. Number 9 on the shirt.
I don't know if I'd like that. That would really add the pressure and make me feel even more nervous, that's for sure.
Well, Bum Young Lee
Yeah.
has been almost unstoppable.
That is nice to see, though.
Yeah,
Sportsmanship.
we've seen that with Henry on as well.
Yeah, and it has been a real positive, another positive of this Kings World Cup nation so far. Look how big the keeper is, though. Look at that. That's intimidating.
What do you think you do here? Wait for him to kick the ball or gamble?
Ooh.
Is this going to be a good penalty?
It is going to be a good penalty. Technically,
big
he's
moment.
really good. He is really good. And I'm saying he's going to score. For me, goal.
Goal, no goal. It's a goal!
It is a goal.
And there's the celebration to match. Runs away and he's absolutely mobbed by his team.
So again, look what it means. We saw yesterday the reaction of the winning teams each time. Of course, there is still, it's not over yet, but with that, you do feel Brazil are just that little bit closer, that extra step closer to the victory. The donkey bringing some good luck as well. I don't know how you say donkey in Portuguese or Spanish. In Italian, say as, you know, if I'm not mistaken. He certainly struck it much better than we even believed. We thought he might go low, hit it into that top left corner. It really was a masterclass in penalty kick taking, and he really has a huge smile on his face. Thumbs up all round, and thumbs up for Brazil.
Back to the game, though. What does this mean for South Korea? It means that if they score in the next 30-odd seconds, 1 goal in the last 2 minutes will be enough. If they don't, they're going to have to score twice regardless.
Yeah, a reminder that if you get to the 38-minute mark and one of the sides is ahead, then in those final 2 minutes, goals are worth double. Should it end in a draw at the 38-minute mark, it goes to golden goal, and if it's still tied, then it goes to a shootout. But that's looking unlikely, but you can never say unlikely in the Kings League, because you always expect the unexpected in the Kings League.
Expect the unexpected, but know that discipline will be key, because the game opened up once South Korea received that yellow card. Here we go. The red buzzer, the countdown. And we head towards our last 2 minutes. South Korea have to score twice. It's as simple as that. Here's the penalty again.
Yeah.
Woo. Top bins. Top bins.
Ice cool. He was ice cool.
Cole Palmer who does that celebration.
Metemos
Chelsea's
G9,
Cole
ó.
Palmer.
Oh, yeah.
Who does
Aí.
the,
Did Guendouzi do it for Lazio as well? I'm not sure. Something similar. Anyway, we digress. Let's focus back to the Kings League, but it really was as cool as you like from the Brazil president. I think he enjoyed watching it back as well on the monitor. And he knows inside, and the players, Brazil, know as well. Because had he missed that 4-2, then South Korea get that goal and they level again. Anyway, the lights are on site.
Yeah, lights are on. South Korea were a little bit slow to get going, and one of their players is encroaching. Lights off we go. Yeah, false start.
And possession then with Brazil. We'll start again with a goal kick.
Number 21 who was encroaching, Kyung Hyun Min.
Could Brazil maybe get a goal themselves, make it 7-2? That would be a storming start. Real message.
7-2 would be the biggest scoreline we've seen so
Yeah.
far here in Milan at the Kings World Cup Nations.
It's always been really tight, hasn't it? Really tight. As you said, discipline is important.
Here is that possible goal. A little bit too central out from Andreas Vaz.
Yeah.
This has been Korea's game plan, but it's been easy there. Jefinho cutting that one out. Andreas Vaz again. He came over to Gaulis ahead of the game, had a little bit of a chat with the president.
Yeah, we're seeing the importance of the presidents and their penalty prowess and the importance of them. Also strategically, when you choose to go for it, as Oliveira goes for it.
Oh, yes! That is why he is believed to be the best player out there at the moment in Kings League. The Corona de Oro in the future. Not currently. Nadir Morocco is the one currently, but this guy is believed to be the real star.
And with that, that must give him the edge. So when it comes to the MVP, you can vote via Twitch. All you have to do is just write the name of the player you believe should be the MVP.
Oh, brilliant! From one to the other. One to the other. What we love. And it might be a twist on the tail for an MVP vote. As you say, my dear Tolo, put the name in. That's all you need to do. If you're confused as to what you need to do on Twitch, the answer is absolutely nothing. Just put the name in, you type in the name, your vote is secured.
But for me, it still has to be Calvin, seeing as he scored in every match that he's played in the Kings League. I think that's got to give him the edge, but it sets up a nervy little end here. See how much added time will be given.
Might be another one for Brazil. Good tackle. South Korea still need to score twice. That's the problem for them. We've got 3 minutes of added time.
So the clock is their friend. Not sure what he had in mind there. Just booted away, perhaps.
Here we are. South Korea eventually get the ball rolling. And put the ball forwards. They have to put the ball forwards. It's intercepted.
And unsurprisingly, Kevin Oliveira leading the way when it comes to your MVP. Make sure you have your say if you haven't done.
Here is Oliveira. Everything seems to go through him. Andrea Vaz. There's Vaz still. He's going to lose that one. South Korea with just shy of 2 minutes. Do you think they can do it?
I think they can get a goal, but I don't think they've got in them to then get 2 goals. I think that's just asking too much of them. A little bit much, too little, too late. And with the likes of Kevin Oliveira in your ranks, At the other end, you know, Brazil always good for a goal themselves.
Oh, that was the try.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't mind that. They had to do it. Oh, bouncing.
That seemed very near our way. I want to actually get hold of a football so later we can have a little kick about, because it is so inviting, that pitch. Just makes you want to run out there. Unfortunately, at least myself, I know Sai's got some skills, but I wouldn't look comfortable out there with these guys here, hence need to just play on my own later.
Brazil looking to wrap it up now in the final 60 seconds. Also, game one on day 2 of the Kings World Cup Nations. It's been the highest scoring game we've had so far at the tournament. It is Brazil 7, Korea 4. And we still have a handful of seconds remaining. Brazil looking to end in style.
Yeah, and Oliveira looking to add to his impressive stats.
Oh,
8
that's a
goals
really good ball.
in 9 matches now, Si. Frightening. Statistically, might get a 9th
Might
now.
get another one, or does he play it wide? He does play it wide. It was under hit. That's the really impressive thing with Oliveira, is he's such a global superstar, and yet he's very selfless.
Yeah.
You know, passes the ball, always tries
Works
to
really
bring
well
in
for
his
the team,
teammates.
yeah.
Yeah, it works well. I like that.
Hence the reason I can see that comparison with the likes of Adriano. Very similar in that sense.
Little Ole's coming down. Well, there you go. We had upsets yesterday, but none to start day 2 of the Kings World Cup Nations. One of the overwhelming favourites to win the tournament, Brazil, with a big scoreline win against the Republic of Korea. Brazil 7, South Korea 4. It was a thrilling game. It was tit and tat for a little while. But in the end, Brazil, just a little bit too much for them. So
Yeah, just showing Korea that their experience, their abilities, their talent, and that man there, unsurprisingly, your MVP, delivered the goods when it mattered most. Kelvin Oliveira hitting on target, not once but twice, and with one of those goals which was worth double, which again, another one of those moments in which Brazil just took the game away from South Korea, who certainly go out with their heads held high, and I don't think any team, Si, will be happy about facing South Korea, because they really have put in a positive performance defensively. At least they were really solid and showed a few flashes, but perhaps not enough in the final third. I think that's where it was decided, as Brazil lap up the plaudits from their supporters, quite rightly going over there. The Verde Oro Samba party, flying start for Brazil, and they lay down a marker here early on. Big winners, 7-4, and their president Gaudes as well, also on the receiving end of those rounds of applause. He played his part as well with a top draw penalty when it really mattered most. Had to keep eyes cool. As we see a recap of the statistics, their final score 7-4. Brazil, those goals, those expected goals, and they certainly delivered on that. They did even better. They can enjoy this moment, although they'll be looking ahead to their next game as quick as possible. Brazil then going through as those winners. South Korea going through into the losers pot alongside the likes of Spain, Italy, Mexico and